For exercise 5-16, this is another example where I'm not really going to be using the box method. I'm going to pretty much go ahead and draw this out. And I want to start with the front view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this front view sort of in pieces. So I'm going to draw a line that goes over 50 that is then going to come up. We're not quite sure how far it comes up because it's at a 30-degree angle. So there's a lot of layout required for this particular drawing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first just go up 23. I know that there's going to be the additional piece sticking up from here, but this is going to give me the easiest way to go ahead and do this. And then I can go over 15, and that's going to give me my angle right here. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go up over an additional 20 so that I can get my right edge. The total height of this object is 55. So I've gone up so far 23. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up the total 55. What that's going to do is give me a line over top of a line, which isn't really a big deal, but I'm going to go ahead and erase the line underneath. And then this line is going to come over this way 25. And then this will come down at a 45-degree angle, so I'm going to tab 45, tab back, and just draw that down at that 45-degree angle. I can do an angular dimension to verify that it's done at 45 degrees, but you don't really have to. Now I can draw this line up to here and trim this piece here out. As far as the dimensions are concerned for this direction, I know that this thing is going to go up 22 before it starts that cutout, but to make this easier for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, and I'm going to line it up on here and type in 135 degrees for my angle, and then type 22 for my distance. And then 15, tab 135. What that does is that gives me both locations, so now I can come down from here 15 and then go over to where it would project to the other side. And since I have lines over top of lines, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of the lines that I have that are overlapping. Now this seems like a pretty complicated set of things to do, but it's really not that bad if you just take it one step at a time. Now, I do know that I have a 30-degree angle over here, but that's going to be easier for me to get from the right side view, so that's the view that I'm actually going to pick it from. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw my 25 by 25 box. And now I can begin to draw my right side view. So I'm just going to start at the very bottom, and I'm going to draw a line to the right 50. It's going to come up 55, then it's going to come over 15. And now at this point I'm going down 30 degrees. So that's going to be 150 degrees, which is what my snap is set at, but if your snap is not set at that, just hit tab 150, tab back to your distance, and then you can come and bring that over as far as you want. Now I have the point at which these two pieces intersect, which is going to be vital because that is where that top rectangle actually ends for this piece over here. So now I can get this section in and erase this line that was only placed there as a guide for what I was doing. And then I can draw in that 30-degree angled face right here. Now I do need to know where this comes in, so I'm going to project a line from here over to here, and that's going to come back this way 35 and then go straight down. I have another line right here which is going to be projected from here straight over. So now you can see I've got this angled surface, this flat surface, and now I'm working on this angled surface. So I want to bring a line pretty much all the way up from here, because we're now looking completely at that angled face. So now we'll bring a line from here, project it over, from here, project it over. So now we see our flat edge, our angled face, the back side of the flat edge, and our next angled face. If I switch over to my hidden layer real quick and draw another line representing the bottom edge of this, that's going to give me that hidden line, and I'll go back to model since that's pretty much the only hidden line in this entire drawing file. Now I'm ready to begin the top view, but first I'm going to verify. Looking at the right, I've got my angled face, my wedge shape, and then this funky shape right here. For my right side, I've got this rectangle, this shape, my flat edge, my angled face, flat edge, angled face, and the hidden line to represent. Okay, so I know that I've got all of my lines in. Next, I'm going to go ahead and just draw a box, which will do -70, 50, which gives me the rough overall shape of the top of my object. I can then come in here and put in my miter line so that I can project whatever dimensions or anything that I need to project. For this particular object, though, it may be just as easy to go ahead and lay stuff out dimensionally. For example, if I come off of here 25 and then come over 15, I can bring that now all the way to that edge. I can then project from here, and now I have my angled surface for that portion. I can now project this edge up, and that's going to come to right here and connect back into here. We then have the rest of our angled face right here, which means that this piece right here does not actually exist, it's not visible. And then I can draw the remainder of my object, which is this groove right here, in this part. So from my top surface, I see this rectangle, this rectangle, this rectangle, this angled face, the bottom of my cutout, and this rectangle. So again, taking these objects one simple piece at a time is going to greatly help you to actually arrive at the result that you're looking for. Again, this still needs to be centered, it still needs to be dimensioned, but that is the basic process for developing exercise 5-16.